Hey guys, and welcome to another quick video talking about private education for the kids and all the little bits and pieces that you need to know about that. Today I want to talk to you about the extra costs that are often forgotten when it comes to private education. So typically if you're enrolled in private education, either primary or high school, you have a bit of an idea as to what the yearly education costs are going to be, and likely you're across things like uniform and school books, because that's pretty much common across the board and they are prescribed to you at the start of the school year. But when it comes to private education, there's a few additional costs that are often forgotten and actually need to be budgeted for because they can add up to be quite a large amount over the course of a year. So the first one I wanted to highlight is the technology costs. So for most private schools, there is an expectation that there is some form of technology supplied. So there might be a prescribed iPad or a computer. And typically that's going to be a definite for high school, but often it is also included in the higher levels of the primary school. So keep an eye out for that, because obviously iPads cost about $800 plus when it comes to those kind of things. The second cost that needs to be associated is the extracurricular. So for most private schools that we've dealt with, there is an expectation that every child is doing one sport and one instrument throughout the year, all semesters of the year. And there are obviously associated costs with that aren't included as part of the school fees. So that's something to incorporate as well as part of your ongoing budget. The third part that needs to be incorporated is donations. For a lot of private schools, there is some expectation of donations. They don't necessarily have to be the hugest donations, but there is donation schemes in place. So it's important to understand what the expectations are in relation to that and what you are personally going to commit in that area. And then the fourth area that tends to be forgotten is events. Now, there are a lot of different types of events throughout the year that your children are expected to attend, but also the parents. There are a lot of parent-involved events that do obviously cost money, and there is some form of expectation that you will attend or attend some of those, and they will obviously be included as part of your budget. So they're the four areas that I tend to find people forget when it comes to the costs associated with a private education. And as a loose budget, we tend to assume it's going to be about an additional $4,000 to $5,000 a year per child when it comes to all of these. And that really depends on what instrument and sport and all of that sort of stuff, and also your level of commitment in terms of donations and events and things like that. But obviously, $4,000 to $5,000 per child per year can add up and needs to be included as part of your ongoing budget for the children when it comes to private education. So if you have any questions or anything to add, obviously please let us know. Send us a message, direct message or email. We'll happily have a chat to you.